Actually, I would love to forget about the tiebreak. Oh my God, yeah, it's been very tough match today. I actually didn't expect it that's tough. I think that Garbiñe played a really great match. I didn't see her playing like this for a very long time, and especially from our previous matches, she was really showing great tennis today, and she was serving very, very well and keeping fighting. Same with me, so I really had to fight to, win this match, especially with the breakdown in the third one and facing few match points on myself, and then the tiebreak was just nightmare. So I'm glad that somehow worked out, and I'm glad, it was a big relief after the match point. So yeah, finally.
Thank you. Well done. Questions in English?
Thank you.
Hi, Petra, David Kane, tennis.com. I know you might want to forget most of the tiebreak, but there was that really great shot towards the end, if you remember it, and what you make of how that maybe helped you over the finish line.
I think you are talking about the forehand down the line as a winner. I was waiting for that whole tiebreak, actually. I was telling myself, even my coach, that I have to go for it. That's my game. I can't really push it and just run there and, playing for safe. But I actually just had one winner probably. So I was pushing a lot. But this forehand down the line, I think, helped me in the end of this tiebreak. It was a good rally with the winner in the end. And then I was going for a serve. So I think this really helped me to have a good serve in the end. Even I was really, breathing very hard before that serve. But I waited pretty long for this. I even went for the net like a Serbian volley, and she just returned it unbelievable. So I think whole tiebreak was just really tough, nice, tight, everything.
Court.
WTA. Congratulations, Petra. You talked about not wanting to, quote unquote, surrender, to not push. It seemed like late in that third set, it almost like it came into your mind that you did need to kind of take a little bit off a little bit, hit some slices, some forehand slices. So how were you managing that logic, that thought process as that time was going?
Yeah, it was tough to manage it. My game is a totally different game than I was showing today in the third set, which I think it's a nice thing to have, for sure, as a plan B. Probably you see me running side to side, playing some slices. So actually, it's nice, and I'm very happy that I could show this. And I think Garbiñe didn't really expect it. So, was a few mistakes from it afterwards. But even in the second set, I think I was a little bit calming down. Didn't really do many going for the winners because I made some mistakes and I couldn't really have them. Trying to put some returns into the court, I wasn't really that aggressive, but I was just trying to put it and then play some rallies. So this I did in the third set as well, and it was working pretty hard. Even in the tiebreak, I think I was putting some good slices into the court, and it was just tough changing the momentum of it. So I'm very happy that I could use it, and it came to my mind.
Howard.
Petra, Howard Fenrich with the Associated Press. When you face match points like you did today, what is your mindset, and do you approach those differently than a regular point, or do you try to convince yourself it is a regular point?
Well, I think the people actually showed me that it's not regular point, that it's a match point, because they have always been very loud for these big points. I was actually approaching these match points as I'm going for the first serve, I'm going for the ace. That was always my setup. I know was always the first serve, which I think I did even a few double faults as well. So I was just hoping not to do that. We had few rallies, not big ones, but we played some, and Garbiñe missed it as well. So, it wasn't really easy. I was sweating and I couldn't really go for the tower because it's pretty far, so I didn't have the time then to get prepared for the serve. So it's always tough with these conditions to be like 100% ready for the serve. So yeah, either I have to choose going for the towel and be late a little bit, or be focusing but having a sweaty hand. So it's I try to really hard with the serves, and actually I don't really remember what was happening over there, but that doesn't matter really, I think.
Go to Willie, and then we'll take the other two. You want to follow up, Howard? Go ahead.
You mentioned on court Serena. I'm wondering how much of that match did you watch? Where did you watch it from? And what were your thoughts, both in terms of the end of it and the match points, which you referenced today, but also maybe in the bigger picture, thoughts on her moving on?
Yeah, I watched probably almost how much, not the first set actually, but I watched obviously the third set from my hotel room. I saw those match points when she didn't give up, obviously. She always hit a beautiful return, and it was very special. She didn't want to leave the court for sure. That was the same case with me today, actually. I didn't want to go out of this tournament, so I was just there hanging somehow. But I think that's what Serena showed last night, especially facing a match point, was something very nice. And actually, she's playing aggressively as well. Me too. So I was trying to go for it with the first serves or for the aces. But I think it was nice to see her yesterday fighting until the end.
Okay, Willie.
Hi, Petra. Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. Jessica, your next opponent, said that she thinks in some ways you're a better player today than when you won Wimbledon twice. How would you compare yourself today to the player who won then? And then, if you don't mind, what are your thoughts about facing Jessica?
I think it's very tough to compare me this time and being younger many years back. So on grass it's a different story than on the hard court. So I think that on the grass it's 1-2 points and that's it, done. But today I really had to work very hard, even with the release. And I think I'm not playing badly for sure, so that's important. I don't know really to compare it. It's very tough. And facing Jessica, I will face Jessica in the crowd for sure. But on the other hand, I'm really looking forward. I played her a few times, and it was always a great match. And I think that she is really playing very solid game, not only here, but even whole season. She was really going deep in this tournament, and it will be a nice matchup for sure, especially here with the crowd. So, I'm looking forward.
Okay, we have two more. We'll be here. Go ahead.
Specifically
Quickly.
about her game, what impresses you most about the way she plays?
I will not tell you for sure.
Thank you. We can move on now. Last two, Tamani, and then you'll get the last question.
Sorry to ask about the tiebreak, but I was wondering just how you were feeling in those late moments, how you were managing your emotions, and what made it such a nightmare, I guess, in your head.
Nightmare was how I was tied. I think I moved pretty okay, but my hands were very slow, pushing it there. So that's why I think I even placed few slices. One slice was like middle to the net, so it was really tough. But the beginning of the tiebreak was like a man tiebreak. Really, we served well and it was like a 3-all, and then I really step up a little bit and then try to, hold this gap, but I didn't really. I think the nightmare was the nerves, the tightness. Actually, I think both of us were pretty nervous, actually tight. When you have a deciding tiebreak of the match, it's always very tight. So, I think that was, the feeling of it.
All right, last question in English.
Yes, thank you. Congratulations, Petra. I'm Diane DiCostanzo from the USTA. Jessica, again, referenced that there are so many people, women left in the draw that are right around your age, 32, 33, 30-year-old. We feel like last year the US Open was all about the teenagers, and now we see really a group of women who are your contemporaries succeeding this year. What are your thoughts on why you guys are coming back so strong?
Ugh, it's not easy questions today, guys. Well, definitely I'm glad that I'm one of them, for sure. Yeah, Coco Gauff, it's a little bit, putting us very low, but otherwise I'm very happy for me, for Vika, and this kind of age. I think that that's something that we are still working hard and playing at tennis. I think we do have some success from the last years, so we are maybe using even the experiences from our career, maybe. But it's nice. I feel like it's good to have, for sure, because we are on the tour for so many years, and I'm just happy that we could still, manage it and still, facing young generation.